Words make a difference, Rabbi say. There was a famous Japanese scientist. Could be you know about him, could be you don't. I think his name was Dr. Masaru Emoto. Masaru, however you say that in Japanese. Masaru Emoto, whatever. Anyways, he did famous studies on water crystals. And he would have 2 big jugs of water. People would come in, and he would have 2 groups of people. One of them would speak very nice, not even like foul language, would just talk nice to the water. Not an aggressive, in a very pleasant way. And the other jug, they would speak very aggressive. Not necessarily bad things, but aggressive. And he did that for a while, and then he did so many different studies on this. But one of the things he did was he froze the water, and then he moved it to another room, and under the when he would look at the thing through the whatever it was that he would look through the microscope and stuff, he would see the crystals, how they would form while they were melting, before they were melting, after they were melted, all different studies. And he said, you could read it up yourself, but he said that the water that was spoken to pleasantly, calmly, was gorgeous. The crystals, when you look at it 500 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, the crystals were beautiful crystals, these like water ice crystals. And the ones that were spoken to in a negative way were all mushed up. They were very ugly looking. Check it up yourself. Masaru Emoto, he did these type of things, and it's fascinating because words have a difference in the world. Forget about people's feelings, forget about just making a chil Hashem, chas v'shalom, but it makes a difference on things. I don't know if you remember, but in our Shmiras HaLashon Vad a while back, we brought, there was a family that I know very well. They did the same experiment on rice. And I actually showed the 2 jars of rice. One of them was the dark brown, the one that was spoken to aggressively, and the one that was spoken to pleasantly was beautiful. So I think we showed you can find it. I don't know where to find it, but it's somewhere on TorahAnytime. The same idea. It has an effect on rice. It has an effect on plants. It has an effect on water crystals, everything. On people for sure. And if it has an effect on this world, then for sure it has an effect on the next world, on the spiritual world. And everything's going to have a din v'cheshbon, right? Everything we say, Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to bring back. We're going to have to stand for it. So I just think it's something so important. We learn from our avos. That there's a way to speak. There's a way to speak even at great risk. That's not talking about if you're stam just relaxing, if you're stam just chilling, if you're in a bad mood, if you're angry. There was so much at risk here, and Yaakov Avinu was not able to. He couldn't. He couldn't speak in an aggressive, tough way. Child of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. A child of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Rabbi said it's something that I just think that we should think about. And just speak more pleasant. Your marriage will change. Your relationships will change. You'll just be a person who's just geschmack. It's so enjoyable to speak with them, to talk to them, to be in their presence. When you're with people that are constantly like talking bad and talking down and saying lashon hara and talking negativity and cursing, it's just not geschmack. It's not enjoyable to be in their presence. It's for sure not refined, developed. It's not like that. But it's a beautiful thing. We're the children of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and there's certain standards that we have to do. This is one of the things we have to do. We need to speak pleasant. So just make a cheshbon nefesh. See, how do you speak? Is it something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be proud of? And if it's not, then let's get to work. Let's just be aware. The first step is just being aware. And if we could do that, then Klal Yisrael will grow. Klal Yisrael will be higher on a higher level. More mitzvahs, more light, more of a role model to the people, to the nations.